Hello everyone, ObiVanDamme here and welcome back to Timberborn and our lovely waterfall slash mountain settlement. And look how green that is over here, even though we are in the mountain next to the waterfall. Anyway, the last issue we have to tackle before we can work towards our massive water barrel is what we are going to do if we have a bad tide. So the bad tide will come all the way from up the waterfall, and I think roughly around here, this is where we are going to build some floodgates. We need at least double floodgates in order to raise the water level higher than this blockage, so that all of the bad water is going to overflow into this massive pool of stinking soup that we have over here. But unfortunately that takes 250 signs and we are only at 160. What we can do is we can already unlock the levees. Let's do that real quick. We are also a little bit short on storage for planks and gears. We have 30 or 40 respectively of each. So these two small piles or warehouses are not going to cut it. Let's add a bit more over here on that side. I guess we can add a large pile over here. Make that planks. And then we can add a medium warehouse right here. Make that gears. And then we need to find a way up to go upstairs here. We have the single platform already unlocked and we don't have the double platform yet. Well, we have the material available. We can just do this sort of thing and then pass over on this side. And we have a drought approaching, which means we are in trouble because we only have 23 water. It looks like we have people working in here, but because all of the water storage is down here, they are extremely busy with walking around and delivering water instead of pumping it. We are 30 signs short. So what I think we need to do is let's upgrade water storage over here, make that very high priority, and then get that built so we can store some additional water for the drought. Maybe we'll have enough time to unlock the medium water storage too. It takes an additional 20 signs. I think that should be fine. Okay, that was quick. Not a lot happened in the meantime. It's still the same day and we are already done with the signs. So we can also add one of these. We have all of the material for that. So I guess let's high prioritize that one. And let's just delete these. We don't need to spend these extra logs. Let's just make sure that this one gets built. So while they are building the water barrel up here, let's see if we can already prepare on that side how our floodgate is going to look like. So I guess the first thing we need is to get a way upstairs without demolishing the entire forest area. But we definitely do need to delete all of these. So, and then with these gone, let's go over to levees. We can build two over here. We'll have a double floodgate in here. And then we can just wall up all the way. 4 floodgates in the center. That should be more than enough. So that means we'll need an additional platform right here. Right, the big water barrel is already done. So let's store water in here, and then as soon as these lock pumpers here come back, they can't pump because it's still blocked, because there's still mangroves below it. Let's raise the priority for that to very high. D-Germal and Jamiro of these names to the rescue. Let's okay, here we go. Now we have all of the lock pumpers pumping, so that's good. Didn't we have a second space up here? Yeah, over here, where we wanted to add another medium tank, just like this. Up the priority to medium, so it gets built before they are starting to build this one. And then on this side, I guess it makes sense to add an additional lumberjack. Super high priority. Right, and with working lock pumpers, the water situation is improving, so that is pretty good. I think we have enough food. We have a full storage of kohlrabi. Fermented cassavas and berries are also there. We are just unfortunately lacking a bit of planks, and we will lose power for the planker any minute. Well, at the end of the day, to be precise. What we can do during the drought, I guess, which would make sense, is to replace these log pumpers with another sawmill. We should have enough space over here to build that. and also add an additional water wheel. We don't need the log pumpers because we'll pause them anyway as soon as the drought hits. Right, the plank storage is done, and we're completely out of planks. Well, perfect timing. Gear storage is also done, but it's not connected, which doesn't matter because we don't have any material. Yeah, so I guess just running on like one gear workshop, especially if that needs planks, which are currently not provided at a sustainable rate, makes no sense. We definitely need, even if just temporary, a bigger industrial area. This one is not going to cut it. Alright, and the drought has started, which means it's time to do some construction projects. We can pretty much pause all of these. They are not going to do anything for quite a while. We can also now delete the log pumpers. We don't need them anymore. And then in here we can add another industrial lumber mill. Yeah, I'll place them right here. So we currently have 5 beavers that don't have anything to do. It might be time to add a holding post. The holding post is already unlocked, so we can just chuck that in here. It needs planks, which we currently don't have. Let's change the priorities a little bit so everything is done as soon as the drought is finished. We will increase construction site priority to high on the lumber mill, and we should also increase demolition priority on the mangroves so we can get the power wheel in. Right, lumber mill is already done. We can pause that immediately. And the mangroves are also gone, which is great. So let's add a compact water wheel to here. One thing I just noticed is that we don't have any mangrove fruit in our storage area. And I guess the problem is that gatherers can only collect a single one or a single resource at a time. So I guess what we want to do is add a second gatherer flag right here, up the priority, and tell that one to prioritize mangrove, and this one should prioritize berries. And I have absolutely no clue if we have a proper storage for our mangroves. Oh, we do over here, but it's empty. Right, so that's fine. Anyway, I think we're finished over on that side. Oh, no, we're not. Wait, over here. We need wooden stairs, like that. And then we need levees here and there. What this forester over here can do, though, is plant some more oak trees. So it can reach all of this area. And then this one will be another path. We might need it. Don't know yet for what, but I guess it makes sense to have it. And as soon as the drought is over, I think it would make sense to remove this blockage here so we can bring water to this area and then plant canola oil and soybeans, this time on purpose. Let's also pause our last water pump. The amount of water we have saved up should last us for the rest of the drought. And I would like for the river to stay full for the rest of the drought so that none of our crops go bad. We saved up enough science to finally unlock the floodgates, so let's do this real quick. And then the last one goes right here. Oh, damn it. I just noticed that we can't reach this final levee over here. We need a way to the other side. Let's just put a platform in here. That should do the trick. Awesome. The drought ended, so it's time to unpause all of our water pumps, reactivate the industrial area, gear shop, lumber mill, second lumber mill, and also the fermenter. Which means we're now at 0 unoccupied beavers, which is good. Only problem is with the plant holding post, which I think requires 10 workers, we are a bit short on workforce and we only have 4 children. So I guess it makes sense to start adding additional breeding pots. Let's add the 4 that we wanted to have anyways. And then we might put additional ones around here, maybe? Let's add at least a 5th one. As soon as they are built, we will delete the old ones. Let's bring the priority to high. Right, and as promised, we should demolish this one. I want that super high priority. Just to see what area is irrigated with that gone. Right, there's the... Whoa, this is a lot of water. Okay, it stopped and it's on the way back. That's fine. Right, so... Oh, look at that. This is a pretty big area. So I guess what we need is an additional farmhouse. Let's put that right here. And then let's add the storage for... I think for both of them, actually. So for this one, we will store canola seeds. And this one will store soybeans. And this one will store soybeans. And then I guess on the back side, we don't need that much canola, I think. I hope. I don't know. Let's plant this much canola. And on the other side, we'll plant soybeans all the way to here, maybe. Let's delete this and add a path in here, just so we have means to get everywhere. Just found another lumberjack that has nothing to do. And I'm also not sure if we need this gatherer over here anymore. Let's delete that as well. And also delete this path right here. Right, all of the breeding pots are done. So let's jump over here all the way. And should we wait for these to finish? Oh, let's delete this one. Let's wait for these 3 to finish. That should just be 1 day, and then we'll get rid of these as well. Also think we don't need these berries over here, so we can mark all of these for destruction. Same for here. And then we have some extra farmland, just in case we need more granola and more soybeans. Well, the soybeans are already done. That was pretty quick. I don't think we will be that quick in adding the additional buildings we need. So the oil press is 120. Oh, we can already unlock that. Right, so I guess let's just do this. We'll build the fermenter on this side. We need to mark all of these resources for demolition for the power wheel. Your recipe will be fermented soybeans, and you will be low priority because you need the food press first. And the question is, where do we put the food press? Yes, it would make sense to have it close to this area. Let's see, if we build that over on this side... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's rework this area over here. We'll mark these resources for demolition. We'll mark these for demolition. We'll find a new spot for you over here. And we'll also find a new spot for this one. Now, with all of these gone, let's remove the lumberjack from here and from here. We'll then path all the way through to here. And here. And then let's add a levee to these 2 spots. We'll then connect this with a path. Add 2 lumberjacks to this area. Put the oil press right here. And then on this side, I think what we need to do is mark these for destruction. And then I want a power shaft here, and then the wheel will go on this side. And I guess that is pretty good. Only thing we are now missing is an additional storage all the way up here, like this one, for the fermented soybeans right here. Oh, and we have our first injured beaver over here, which means it's time to unlock the medical bed. Let's just put 2 of them right here. Super high priority. Oh, and another medium tank is built. So let's put more water in here. Yeah, water situation is good. Food is also increasing. We still have some cassavas left. We're still a bit short on material. Yeah, that single gear workshop is really not cutting it. We definitely need some more of that. Yeah, let's rework this area as well. We just need to delete 2 of these. We need to delete this one over here. This is where the gatherer flag is going to be. And then we'll add another gear workshop on the back side of this building here. Oh, great, the holding post is also done. So let's increase priority, well, not increase priority, workers to 10. Oh, whoops, which means that we now have the builders not available. I guess it makes more sense to have additional builders. Let's lower priority to low. Keep that at medium. We currently have a lot of construction projects going on, so having the additional builders makes sense, and everyone that doesn't have a job can just become a hauler. I think that makes sense. Also, we are just one floodgate short from finishing our dam project. No, this one is still left. Anyway, I just realized I forgot to delete these breeding pods, and before I forget that again, let's just chug all of these. We also don't need these water barrels down here, so let's mark all of these to be emptied, and then we can get rid of these as well. And also, we just reached 150 science, so that means we can unlock the double platform, which I wanted to place here for an additional rooftop terrace, but this is now having a breeding pod. So great planning on that front. Let's add an additional breeding pod to here, high prioritize that. We'll wait for this beaver to be born, and then delete this pod as well to be able to have an additional platform. Here we go. We have as new as the last beaver out of that breeding pod. Let's get rid of this real quick, and then add the double platform that we plan to have here. We can then, in well-being, go to the rooftop terrace and add that. And I think on the other side, we had similar plans. So let's add the terrace right here, and then a double platform just in front of this with a path. And then final thing for today. Ooh, the dam is ready. So this should give us enough protection against the bad tide if it, or should it come. The last levy is also in, and just in time because we ran out of logs, so that's good. And just as we are out of logs, the oak trees have finally grown. So over on this side, we now have a ton of wood available for harvesting. I actually wonder if it makes sense to replace one of these gatherers here with another lumberjack. I think it does. Let's remove this real quick. Add a lumberjack in here, and then we'll move the gatherer, because it was our berry gatherer, I think. We'll move the berry gatherer over to this side. Tell it to prioritize berries. And with that out of the way, I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!